Maneva na sema PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
Atiefo ne ahwefo yema obi biara kwaba eba PENDREAM TV. Say na your first time or subscribe to channel and click the notification bell no so. Like Jumadi na share ma afofron so ensa enkabi. Na this news no efa 2024 election no. Na without the doubt, the victory of Mahama is coming again. Na NDC amanyoko no ekoto aba former president John Dramani Mahama. Say on sign medi NDC amanyoko no enimbium na onfa omonko 2024 election. Na omoyi former president John Dramani Mahama no. It is causing fear and panic in the NPP. So kaya emrana NDC for ekwakoyi omo presidential candidate no. NPP was saying say they shouldn't vote for former president John Dramani Mahama. They should vote for other candidates. I'm not going to mention name over here. So follow politics, you will know the candidate I'm talking about. Currently, no NPP who to choose to face Mahama in 2024. Instead, they say omobedi omufie asem. They should Mahama retain. They are talking about should Mahama retain Professor Naana Opoku-Agyeman as the running mate, and answer he should go for a different running mate. The person will be coming home. They see how Mahama is causing fear and panic in NPP. And some way ne and some who do be na yade baba somo ene. Na answer na bekono subscribe to channel and click the notification bell no so like Jumadi na share ma afofron so ensa enkabi. Yentie ensema eko so ewo audio nim.
They have turned a blind eye on the issues raging
the flag bearership race.
Yes. But they are concerned on who will become President Mahama's running mates. I don't understand. So I don't understand. No. Is it because they want to take people's attention from what is happening in the NPP presidential race? For me, that's how I see it. Maybe you may have a different opinion.
No, I don't have. I don't understand. To be very frank, but I understand.
What is the problem?
Oh, this is not a problem. It is as much, what do you call it? People have ambitions. People have big ambitions.
So are you saying that the people they are proposing are the ones behind the story?
It's all possible. You've been in this business longer than I am. But I know some people can approach you that, oh, please do.
But for me,
it happens.
Where a people like Daily Guide, Daily Guide is coming from, I don't want to go on that tangent that the people they are mentioning are the ones behind it. They are taking people's attention from what is happening in the NPP's presidential race. That's, for me, where Daily Guide is coming from. That is how I see it.
Okay.
Yes. Because what's your problem? The party that you support, there's a hot presidential race ongoing. There are issues happening there. But you have turned a blind eye to that one. And looking at somebody who has already been elected to lead his party. And who will be his running mate. You'll be
the only one on the ballot paper.
The running mate
is just a constitutional requirement that you have a vice president.
Running mate is better paper. Yeah. Why? Why is that your problem?
Like I said, people have ambitions.
I know.
Yeah. I think, you see...
So now this started last week. When I wasn't on Friday, I was listening to the. I said, what's their problem?
And the interesting thing is that Daily Guide is reporting this morning hot race.
Hot race.
There's no race.
There's no race. There is no race.
In the matter of running mates,
the man knows who he is going with.
There's no race.
You people are just sitting there making up stories.
Yeah, you can't have a race.
Papa no unim the and that one shouldn't be your problem. Yeah. Concentrate on what is happening. Ever since Mr. Boakye Jaku spoke last week, what is the government? Abiyano.
There's not only government. In fact, I think there's been some, I don't know whether it's paid for silence.
Paid for silence.
In the entire media.
Yes.
Like this.
In the entire media.
There's a deafening silence.
Silence.
In most media houses, typically will take on these issues. Yeah, there's been a deafening silence. They don't want to touch it.
Papa na kasa more than 1 week in you.
Oh, they won't touch it.
But Obiya said they don't see it.
They won't touch it.
So does it mean Asana Panakane is the truth?
Oh, but why? Who has challenged him?
That's where I'm coming from.
No, he's mentioned Gabi Otrida.
Say it true, then challenge him.
He's mentioned Gabi Otridako's name. He's mentioned Addison's name. He's mentioned the president's name. Which of them has denied what they said?
None of them.
None of them has said a word.
None of them.
Gabi is still tweeting. Has he tweeted about this issue?
Never.
The only person who I saw tweet something was Manasseh Azuri. You remember he mentioned Manasseh's name, who tweeted the comments Gabi wrote, and he also came the post Gabi made, and he came to comment on that has attracted the attention of Mr. Boache Jacob. But none of them has contested anything he said. He said it. And nobody has said anything. Essentially, nobody has said anything. What that confirms is always the suggestion that when it comes to the energy sector, it is run by Akufo-Addo and his family.
Exactly.
His family members are in charge.
So Daily Guide and
so that one is
please issues Ukrumha. We need to deal with it. Stop this hot race for Mahama VIP. NDC have their presidential candidate already.
So
the man knows the person he is going with. So stop sitting in your offices and make up stories. As if the man is confused. He doesn't know who he's going with. Or the party is confused. They don't know who will partner Mr. Mahama. Presidential race ekosu omo party ni mo. Enyema ekosu. You don't want to draw people's attention to that one.
But why should they? How are you, Pa? What are you suggesting? That they should go and be talking about the bad things that are happening in their backyard. They'll bury it.
They'll bury it, I know.
Yeah, they'll bury it. They must bury it. They have a duty to bury it.
To bury it.
Yes, that's their duty. For it not as much as possible. But NDC,
for Daily Guide,
yeah, for Daily Guide, yeah, that one is. It's the way it is. It's the way it is. Okay. But sometimes, I've always also said that, see, this thing, sometimes there are people behind this thing.
Okay. That one I will not be surprised though. Because like you said, we have been in this game for long.
Yeah. Yeah. This thing, we have been doing it for so long. We have been doing it for so long. Our lawyer.
I
knew
that. Agenda.
Push it and see where let's try it. Somebody will come and say, let's try it. Maybe let's see the response of the public.
Some people want to show face.
Yeah. Let's see the response of the public. Let's test the waters and see how the public will respond.
And so last Friday, I heard one of our sister stations discussing it, and that it will be in the NDC's interest to go for somebody from the Ashanti region, probably a lady. I say, really?
I really, you see, this. I have been trying to avoid this because it's people's agenda. And I know it's people's agenda. I don't like pushing people. But you see, the thing is this. The NDC should always think as a group. Correct. It's not about the individuals they put in front of them.
Exactly.
Okay. It is not about the individuals they put in front of them. We should always think that when there's failure, it is collective. When there's success, it should be collective. And stop all this. If you put this man here to work, no, we've seen all that. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. What is the argument for saying that Professor Jinan or Pokajima should not go anymore? What is their argument? What is their argument?
And that's, they should look at somebody who can take over from President Mahama when he leaves the...
Basically, you are asking John Mahama to install a successor.
Is it a problem?
No, but you are saying that President John Mahama should wake up in the morning and give an advantage to one person. Do you know the number of people who want to succeed him? Why should he give an advantage to one person? So what are you suggesting? That he should just pick one and then let that person be his immediate successor. So once he picks the person is...
And look at our good friends newspaper. The anchor. Naana Jane craves for round 2 with Mahama, but party gurus reject proposal. Push for Asante. Vote a Greater Accra or Western region as running mates. So, you see,
the regionalism and those things. I mean, most of the times I'm uncomfortable with this open regionalism,
it is not good.
Ethnocentric, tribal politics and everything.
NDC
Why?
Have experienced politicians. They know what is good for them. Allow them to think and bring out whoever they think will best suit a vice presidential candidate for them. No newspaper should be sitting and be thinking, writing stories, suggesting people.
No, you see, that's why I usually say that people have ambitions. They are free to. But the problems that confront us will not be solved by, what do they call it? Whether or not you are the best running mate. That will not solve our problems. See, our problems are huge. Today, when the finance minister goes before parliament, he's going to announce that they took a loan from the Bank of Ghana. They took a loan from the Bank of Ghana. And they have written off 50% of the loan.
How?
They took a loan from the Bank of Ghana and written off 50%.
You take a loan from Bank of Ghana.
They've written
and you write.
They said they are doing. It's part of the domestic debt testing. The interesting thing is that if you read the Bank of Ghana's report, it said this happened in 2022.
It happened
2022.
Already.
It has happened already. They've written it off already. 2022 that this happened. Those are concrete problems that will confront us. So, as we speak now, the government is struggling. BC cry, even the people who marked the last.
They say they have paid some monies to work.
You see, and that is the problem.
Somebody invigilators in a cracker.
And see, over 1 year new. Or almost 1 year.
Say August 7, and I'm crying best natural. You know, it's a 1 year.
BC is August 7th, then Wasi is September.
Meanwhile, there are people in this President Akufo-Addo circles who are rich like something.
And I say presidential staff are over $100,000.
Yes.
On the car boot too.
No, a trunk in his house.
A trunk in his house.
What I think
airport residential,
a townhouse. An apartment. Building. Yes.
By Honoti.
We don't know. See, that's the issue.
And I have a resting place.
Probably. So if you can get over 100,000 at the resting place, at the temporary resting place, so you can just imagine. That's a presidential staffer. That's a presidential staffer.
Last gonna be Kevin Taylor. He was also saying that we should need to see your water tank in the room. And then the boys now come here. And as we speak, 6 of his boys cannot be found.
But you remember the story of the regional minister who was said to the driver stole his money.
The Western regional minister.
He said the driver did not steal his money because he smartly.
So where is the driver?
No, the driver cannot be found. No, but he said the driver did not steal his money. So we all assume that the driver has not stolen his money.
17 million Ghana cedis.
Yeah. So all those are possible. The thing is that there are several of those stories of people who are, I think, said they are Omusugu Omuyem or something.
That Western regional minister, I'm told he's allegedly part of the Galamsey people. Allegedly.
From the story I hear, he's the kingpin of mining in the Western
region.
That's the story.
It's 17 million Ghana cedis there.
Oh no, he has 17 million.
And
yeah, but he can't. You can't report.
No.
Who would you report? If you report it, you have a problem. Is it not this one that this Tiladapa is now saying that when she reported to the police, she told the police that, oh, it is my brother's money.
I'm told she has reacted to the TV3 story. The 5 hours
counting of the money.
What is she saying?
That she said 5 hours. So maybe they counted some money, but
not
up to 5 hours. You see. But today too, the Media Budget Review. We, the Gamers Association.
Oh.
What is AU?
But you, why should everybody suffer and some people should not suffer?
So now that 10%, they must take a look at it.
Anyway. No, but you see, this government operates with a certain mindset. The government is a Game Boy government. You see, it's the same thing, a lotto government. What they do is lotto forecasting. So they look at you and say, this party is making lots of money. How do we tax him to get some of those money from him? So forecasting, like they do this lotto calculation. If you do this one. So they were calculating. So they were looking at the winnings from the bets. And then they were looking at everything that was going and say, But this one, they are not taxing. They are taxing the bet you place.
The bets, the winnings.
The winnings.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you lose there, they don't care.
Oh, but why should they tax your loss?
But if you win,
if you lose, you have lose. It's your problem. If you lose, it's your loss. It is not theirs. If you win,
I want to ask a question.
It's theirs.
Imagine NDC was in power and is taxing 10% on winnings on bets and lottery.
What? Oh, that one dear. You see, whenever I hear those statements, it goes back to the issue I keep raising. The NDC should not say that. They should not say that.
Say what?
That if you were in power and we did this, you are admitting to an inefficiency.
Okay.
You are suggesting that you are inefficient at fighting back. You're suggesting that you are doing that.
Maybe it's a question, Keke.
As for this one, dear, but even this one, but who will give you the platform to keep fighting? They will follow you to talk about it for 1 week. After that, they are done with you. They move on to the next one. When you bring it back, they will say, what is new? You know how the newsroom is like. Yeah. Hey, what is new about it? What's the latest? What are we discussing?
But then I've also observed one thing. The youth of today, we don't seem to care about things that affect us.
Who?
Youth of Ghana today. I say Bibi and fire. Yeah,
but what do you expect? See, this is a country where there were bondholders.
Na yade yensem no beso yada asese yade video tuma mo share mo like na afin so mo kire mo adwen e wo comment section ho ye be share in the next video macro
Dedi kama amena PENDREAM TV ase na so far so good say open online portal e wo Ghana nipa share nipa follow nipa comment here to my best of knowledge without any biases PENDREAM TV